Welcome to Universe Mode. It is Lonzy, and today we are on NXT. Akira towza is coming out in defense of Otis after the attack of Chad Gable and the Creed brothers beating down on Otis. I'm really still shocked about that. I was not even expecting that. But Akira towza will be taking on Chad Gable, as Chad Gable personally requested this match. Well, Tozawa's in the ring. He's ready to start up. And let's get Chad Gable out here. And I guess he's calling himself American Made now. American Made aligned himself with the Creed brothers, and it looks like Ivy Nile as well. Chad Gable requested the Creed brothers to stay in the back, though, because he wants to tear towza apart. Let's get into this match. All right, towza. Referee rings that bell, and here comes towza. Whoa, whoa. Oh, Jesus. Is towza okay? Where did Maxine Dupri go? I guess we're locking up. Chad Gable chain wrestling towza. Ooh, these two are just tying back in. Towza showcasing some strength. Ooh. I guess Chad Gable did not like that whatsoever. As Chad and another wheelbarrow German suplex. Towza is down and dazed. Ooh. The crowd is booing, but Chad Gable does not care whatsoever. And Chad Gable with a huge bridge. One. Ooh. Towza was actually able to kick out. That was a low-key surprising. And Chad Gable overhead belly-to-belly German suplex. And this is where the punishment starts to dig in. Chad Gable not caring. The crowd is booing. But this is not stopping Chad Gable from putting his hands on towza. Towza able to slip out of it, though. And towza, ooh. Towza with a big splash. Here comes towza. Ooh, Gable moved out the way, though. And now Gable is back in control. As now he gets the punished away on towza once again. The crowd is booing. But Chad Gable does not care. He just wants to punish towza. And Chad Gable, ooh, gets taken down by towza. Towza able to slip out of it. And towza, ooh, get caught right on his lower spine. Jesus. Towza was actually putting on a decent fight. That was more than I was expecting from from towza. And Chad Gable with a little half. Uh-oh. Can towza fight out of it, though? Chad Gable got it locked in deeply. Ooh, and towza was actually able to slip out of it. Hurricanrana by towza. Come on, towza. We rooting for you, towza. And towza got him so charged up. Whoa. Big kick by towza. Towza goes to the top rope. Looking for something huge here. And towza with a diving headbutt. Learned that from Chad Gable, but Chad Gable does not manage Alpha Academy anymore. Ooh. And the crowd just hating Chad Gable very, very much. And bridging him over with another Fisherman Buster. Ooh. You heard the impact. The wears and tears as Gable just ranches down on the leg. Chad Gable not holding back whatsoever. Showing all his pain, all his frustrations on towza. Just wrenching at the leg again. The crowd is really just booing away. Chad Gable, when is enough enough? You don't even got to do this. And Chad Gable just targeting the leg of Tozawa. This is not even a fight for real. This is just punishment. Ooh. Ooh, just to do some punishment. And Chad Gable just tearing down on Tozawa. Tozawa needs to fight back or at least get a chance in this match. Ooh, huge chop. Ooh, and another chop. Tozawa fights with a lower kick. Gable with a block. Ooh, Tozawa with a kick. Another kick. Gable with a block. Ooh, Gable just lighting up Tozawa with some chops. And Tozawa ducks over. Ooh, here comes Tozawa. Big spinning kick. Hey, I'm surprised when Tozawa actually able to keep up. And shiny wizard by Tozawa. But Tozawa is down. Tozawa is down. Tozawa crawling. Trying to get back up to his feet here. Tozawa can honestly do it. He can actually beat Chad Gable. Uh-oh, Chad Gable crawling up to his feet, though. Here comes Tozawa. Ooh. Oh, my God. Huge Snapdragon suplex. Jesus. And Chad Gable is not stopping his beatdown. He is not stopping his punishment on Tozawa, sending a message straight to Otis. Yeah. This, ooh, now there's blood. Now there's blood, and Chad Gable does not care. Tozawa crawling. He's trying, ooh. But this is just torture at this point. Chad Gable. Just keep doing more damage, just sinking in. The referee wants to call this match off, but Chad Gable doesn't want to as he continues to do more damage. And drops Tozawa once again. The crowd is booing away. But what is stopping Chad Gable at this point? Nothing. Nothing is stopping Chad Gable. Ooh. Ooh. Tozawa. Tozawa shows resilience. Come on, Tozawa. You got this, Tozawa. You got this, Tozawa. Tozawa striking back. Aw. And a kick right back to that bad leg once again. And this just might be GG's. Ooh, with that busted face. Chaos Theory. Yeah, Chad Gable might have Tozawa right where he wants him. And there we go. Turn him over for the ankle lock. Yeah, Tozawa, you're done for. You're done for. Jesus. Chad Gable just absolutely destroyed Tozawa. Tozawa was putting on a decent fight, though. But at the end of the day, Chad Gable makes his statement known. And Chad Gable looking for some more punishment, I guess. You don't even got to do all this, Gable. He wants to make a clear statement. He want to make this known that he is done with Alpha Academy. Jesus. Sending a clear message. And there is no Otis to be seen. Oh my God! Just absolutely folding Tozawa with the huge German suplex. Chad, please stop. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Oh my God. And Tozawa just screaming with a tap. This is what American Made has made, and they have made a huge problem. Well, it's time for KHOKHO to make his debut, and let's see what he has to say after the events that went down at NXT Deadline. This is going to be huge, and this is going to be insane. What does KHOKHO have to say? Let's find out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the #1 contender for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship, Javon Evans. What is he doing out here? Oh, really? So Javon versus KHOKHO next week here on NXT, the Go Home Show before Stand and Deliver, to find out which match will be main eventing.
Well, into the next matchup is Wesley versus Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Channing Stacks Lorenzo is looking for retribution after Wesley done tapped Tony D'Angelo, because Tony D'Angelo was going to reveal that it was Wesley who attacked Zachary Wesons. And then I guess Wesley just snapped. He took out Tony D'Angelo before he could even snitch. Before he could even tell, then he took out Zachary Wesons. Wesley has completely lost his mind, but Channing Stacks Lorenzo is looking to put some hurt on Wesley for what Wesley did to the Don of the family, Tony D'Angelo. Hey, I'm low-key. I'm rooting. I'm really rooting for Channing Stacks Lorenzo, man. Channing Stacks Lorenzo, this is a big opportunity. He's trying to do it for the Don. He's trying to do it for his family. Will he be able to? I guess we're about to find out. Referee, ring this bell. All right, referee rings the bell. Running straight after Wesley. Wesley rolls to the outside, telling Channing Stacks, ooh! And Channing Stacks Lorenzo is not playing around. He is not playing no games today. He is looking for a fight. Ooh! And just absolutely dropping Wesley down on his ass. Ooh! Throwing Wesley into them steel steps. Channing Stacks Lorenzo is on glued right now. He's looking to hurt Wesley for what he did to the Don. And I don't even think what Channing Stacks Lorenzo cares about what the ref got going. Ooh! And Wesley, big stomp right to the lower back. And Wesley running away. Oh my God. Oh my God. And here comes Wesley. Oh! Jesus! I don't think Wesley killed Channing Stacks Lorenzo. I think Wesley done killed Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Ooh. Huge step up in Seguri. We're at the count of 3 now. Channing Stacks Lorenzo might be done for. Ooh. Try getting back to the Dawn after that. Wesley could just take out this count-out victory. Channing Stacks Lorenzo is down. Here comes Stacks. Ooh. Stacks now with some clubbing blows and shots. Ooh. Huge super kick. Looking for a cover. 1. Channing Stacks Lorenzo able to kick out. Ooh. And Wesley now just going to work on Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Shooting star. 1. Ooh. Well, that was like a standing moonsault. And Wesley. Ooh. Someone check on Stacks. I'm telling you, Wesley in this new aggression attitude, he is looking to put everybody down. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Huge kick right to the side of the face. Channing Stacks Lorenzo is not looking too good right now as Wesley continues to dominate. And Channing with a reversal. Ooh. Huge shot. Ooh, nice cannonball by Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Now Channing on the attack here. And looking for a huge pump. Wesley able to move out the way before anything happened. Pop-up meteor once again. That's what put Channing down early on. Ooh, looked like Channing's arm was buckling there. Wesley throws Channing to the ropes on the other side. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wesley. Ooh. Yeah, this is not looking too good. Wesley with a huge shot. Can someone get this dude Channing some help? Channing able to turn things around, but for how long? Whoa. Nice reversal by Wesley. Wesley is honestly just dominating Lorenzo. That's that new attitude of Wesley. We're at the count of 5 here. Here comes Wes. Ooh, able to finally turn it around. There goes Lorenzo for you. And Lorenzo, huge elbow drop from the middle rope. And Channing stats Lorenzo going to the top rope. He's struggling, but he's crawling. Ooh, try to go for a big splash. Jesus. You can see Channing stacks Lorenzo try to get back onto his feet. Ooh, but Wesley was there to take full advantage of it. And now, Wes just dominates. Back in control. Lorenzo, what a shot. Ooh, and they're trading blows. They're going back to back. They're going back to back to back. Hey, man, give Channing stats Lorenzo his props. He is trying his hardest to stay alive in this match, but Wesley not prevailing. Ooh. And Wesley on the attack. Channing stats Lorenzo is trying his hardest. Ooh. And Lorenzo. Jesus. Nice combos. Huge stomp by Wesley. You can see the welts are starting to form on Lorenzo. Ooh. And Wesley winning more combos. Another shot. And Wesley, Jesus. What is Wesley looking for here? Wesley going on top. Ooh. He almost had it. He almost had it. And Lorenzo plants down. Ooh. Catching Wesley on the back of his neck. Wesley able to turn things around. Oh my God. And Channing stops Lorenzo, turning things around for himself once again. Ooh, Wesley able to roll out the way. Channing stops Lorenzo. Uh-oh. Wesley, huge satellite DDT. Hey, Wesley might have him right where he wants him. Wesley getting to recover. You can just see Channing stats Lorenzo holding his head. Channing stats Lorenzo trying his hardest to stay alive in this matchup. Uh-oh. Oh my God. This could be very bad. This could be very bad. Wesley looking to take to the sky. Jesus. Wesley is not playing with anybody today. The crowd is chanting, this is awesome, but who is this really awesome for? Because it doesn't really seem to be looking well. And Wesley, spiral tap to Channing stacks Lorenzo. 1, 2, 3, and Wesley gets the victory. Oh my God, that's the Dawn! That's the Dawn! The Dawn is back! The Dawn is back! Tony D'Angelo is back! As he's telling the referee to lower a steel cage. Whoa. Wesley trying to turn things around. Fighting back against Tony D'Angelo. Ooh. Ooh. Tony D'Angelo is back. I don't think Wesley was expecting this. And Wesley just rams Tony D'Angelo into the cage. And oh, just sends the Dawn flying into the cage. Wesley is not playing. There's seemingly to be a brawl going on. Ooh. Backstage, I know we seen KHOKHO back earlier, and Corey J gets taken down. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, KHOKHO. Corey J popping back up to his feet, looking for some shots. And Corey J takes down KHOKHO. Whoa. Zyron Collins. Ooh.